right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our special sneak peek at the VectorVest 2-day investment seminar and live stream. At this point, it is just live stream. More on that here in just a second, but welcome again. My name is Steve Chappell, the Director of Trading Systems Development here at VectorVest. I'm glad to be your host for this webcast today. And I know the holidays are in full tilt when we start talking about and gearing up for Tampa. And this is the best seminar to get ready to make the best out of 2022. It really is our flagship seminar. It's quite simply the best value proposition you get from VectorVest, particularly at some of the prices we're going to have for you at the very end of this webcast today. So do stick around for that. If you're interested in attending the 2-day seminar already, there is going to be a special price at the end. All right, so we are going to quickly detail the importance of this event and give you a little rundown on all the different aspects of the event, so you have hopefully a clearer understanding as best we can do without obviously delivering the event to you. So let's give it a go. Let's see how we lay it out. So first things first, I think we all have a common goal, and that common goal is financial freedom, right? And so what we need to do in order to make that a reality is get the consistent gains. So month in, month out, year in, year out, we need to make money in the stock market. And what we really need to do is outperform the S&P 500, don't we? Otherwise, just buy the benchmark. You know, you get generally about an 8% return year on year for the last 50, 60 years. So what we need to do is not only make money, not only get consistent gains, but outperform the stock market. And hopefully we're going to show you that at this event, you can certainly get that job done, because that is the case. So the problem, however, is that particularly these days, and really every year that passes by, I feel this becomes a bigger and bigger problem, is that people get just inundated with data, you know, and a lot of times we don't understand the difference between data and useful information. And so that's where VectorVest really shines, is in the unique approach and the way that we lay our indicators out. They're very clever and they really are useful, and it's really the only thing you need. I mean, occasionally I might go check on some news wires and things and do some other things, but in reality, all you need is VectorVest and the useful data that we provide. And so this 2-day seminar series is really all about just giving you the useful data you need, and more importantly, giving you the data you need as it pertains to you as an individual. So we'll begin to discuss that more as we go through. Just really quick for me before we get going too much further, what's been the most difficult part for investing for you guys over the past, I don't know, several years, or just the lifetime of your investing, whatever the case may be? What's the most challenging part of investing for you guys? Let's see what you come up with. All right, wow, ouch, losing money. We don't want to start with that one. Selling, yeah, inevitably selling is always the biggest challenge. I think that'll be, if we continue to scour down through all the returns here, I think selling is going to be the biggest one. It always is. So that's always the biggest challenge. The nice thing about the way that I think we've laid out this 2-day seminar this year is that we're going to be tackling that subject really in a variety of ways, because at the end of the day, everybody's a little different position. You know, and so what we did with this year's 2-day seminar is we broke it up into really 3 separate tactics that you can deploy in VectorVest for 3 separate individuals, and you know, really come up with a complete system or approach to the stock market for making money based upon you, whether you're more conservative or you're more aggressive, you know, or somewhere in between. And so that's what we're going to really start laying out at this point is, first of all, avoiding the big mistake, which is having no plan at all, and going to a plan, but a plan that's not complicated. And, you know, the fix begins by identifying that simple plan and really being able to stick to it. Sticking to it is an incredibly important aspect of this. The simple plan is really nice. One that you can stick to is going to be huge for you, because at the end of the day, only by sticking to it are you ever going to get where you're trying to go. So some of that comes by way of the want to. You got to really want to do this. And if you do, we can absolutely change your life. I think we'll talk about that more towards the end as well. But Part of the big discovery here is going to be helping you identify the tools and things within VectorVest that best help your particular approach. And we're going to have a wonderful team there. I mean, a team like has never been to a 2-day before. We're literally bringing everyone. Attendance is through the roof already, maybe because a lot of people have already seen this webcast. We've been doing it for about a month now, every so often. And when I say like no other, I mean literally we're bringing every single one of our top-notch instructors is going to be delivering presentations here. So that's all of us. The big announcements would be David Paul's coming across from the UK. Dr. David Paul, and he's going to be doing several of the swing trading presentations. Stan Heller from Canada will be also delivering some of the swing trading presentations. Russell Markham from Australia will be delivering a presentation. Susan Hayes from Europe will be delivering a presentation. And then you're going to get a bunch of VectorVest staff here from the States as well. Jim Penna will naturally be there talking about the ultimate retirement solution for a retirement-minded approach. You'll have Glenn Tompkins there, our YouTube sensation, and obviously Jockey Club coach and many other hats Glenn wears here. But he's going to be there, really kicking off the show for us, which is going to be great. I will be there as well. My name is Steve Chappell, Director of Trading Systems Development. If I didn't mention that earlier, I might have failed to do so as I think back. So I'll be there as well, delivering a couple of the presentations. And and Ron Wheeler. Ron Wheeler is going to be doing a couple option presentations, one on the swing trading side of things and one on the income side of things, which is going to be terrific. So, boy, I tell you, that in and of itself kind of tells you where we're going over the next couple of slides here, because all we're going to do is just lay that out in a little bit more detail, really. And you need to know the when, the where, and the what, right? And the why, I guess. So the when is going to be January 7th and 8th. The how at this point would be only online because the live is sold out. We've been telling people as of a month ago it was going to sell out, and that has happened. We are at capacity with COVID. There's no exceptions. We cannot take anybody live at this point. But the nice thing about the live stream is there's literally no cap, and so we've got the tech guys and the wherewithal to make sure that that's not ever going to become a problem. So that's good. The other thing that I would say at this point is we're going to start talking about the contents of the 2 days. All of it is going to be videotaped as well. So we edit those just mildly, and then within about 2 weeks, we have a turnaround time of approximately 2 weeks. We get them up online so that you can view them at your leisure for the next calendar year as well. So there might be times where throughout the year a certain market situation occurs and you say, those guys talked about this in one of those presentations. Which one was it? And you can go and isolate that tactic for the current market situation that presents itself, which is really cool. All right, now in terms of the 2 days, we're going to really start breaking it down. And what we did was lay it out really by theme. So morning one is all about what we call successful investor. And it's really the building blocks of VectorVest. It really pertains to everything. Everything kind of emanates from here. But it's really the grassroots, bare bones, nitty gritty on how to just get in here very simply and make money with VectorVest and get about a 15% a year return year after year after year on average. And so we start by laying out just what VectorVest is all about in terms of our proprietary indicators with the system of analyzing stocks. So we talk about each of our indicators in much more detail, and we get you to a point where you can look at a list of stocks and within seconds really start to make some important decisions. And that can be on stocks that you should favor buying over others. That could also be, in many cases, more importantly, on getting rid of some of your weaker stocks and getting better quality stocks in there. That's really where the magic begins, to tell you the truth. But certainly, when you start replacing stocks, you got to know which ones to really go after. And so we lay all that out. Then we start looking at market analysis and market timing and putting the wind at your back and really breaking that down based upon who you are as an investor. And then we get into the kind of the whole approach, tying those two things together and making sure that you understand it and can put that into action for yourself. So then we'll have a break, but this is a little picture of just some of the coaching. This is live trading, by the way, for this past year, I think. Yeah, January 21 all the way up to now. And just shows you, like, we eat our own cookie, right? I mean, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is actual performance. But this is the kind of performance we get every year, and 2021 wasn't a special year. 2020 kind of was, but this is a pretty good performance this year, honestly. For that grassroots, just bare bones approach. But then on day 2 in the afternoon, we start to get a little bit more specialized. So, the successful investor is a wonderful entrance into VectorVest. Get your feet wet, and then we can start branching out in other directions. And here we're going to make safety, good, safe stocks the emphasis. But along with that, what we inevitably get into is the pitfall of not just simply chasing yield for income, and we get into good stocks that pay good quality dividends that are safe, that are growing, that have also a good yield to them, so that you don't get into the situation where you buy a stock for yield, the yield implodes, you got a bad stock and a bad yielding dividend. That's where the trouble really begins for a lot of folks. So you get a much better quality stock, much better quality dividend, one where you should get pay raises over the years, sometimes multiple times a year. And on top of that, show you how you can use options to supercharge that a little bit further in terms of income, and also use them as a defensive mechanism to truly make your retirement portfolio worry-free. So, this whole section here is really geared towards that. We do get a little bit more specialized in that last one, even in terms of showing all the different ways that you can use VectorVest to make money according to situation. What are you trying to accomplish? Do you literally just want to sit there and buy and hold? Do you want to play the ups and the downs of the market? And there's going to be situations that arise where markets become extremely oversold or overbought, and we have actions that we encourage our subscribers to take under those situations. Like, there was a pretty good bottom fishing opportunity here recently. Might get another one here, maybe even tomorrow, depending on what might be the reaction to the Fed meeting. I know everybody's always pessimistic. I happen to be an optimist. So we'll see what he says. We'll see how he lays things out. I know what you're thinking. Don't bet on that one. We'll see. You never know. They call them surprises for a reason. All right. So anyway, this is a snapshot of the most recent kind of performance of just the capital appreciation portfolio that Jim runs. He just sent me a quick snapshot. Just let you know, here again, this is live trading, and you can get a sense for, hey, these guys know what they're doing. Okay. All right. Morning day 2. This is where we start getting into swing trading. In here, you can see a lot of swing trading titles. We're going to get into some volume analysis, a very cool approach using moving averages called the Guppy that Stan Heller is going to be teaching. And then you've been watching the Daily Color Guard reports, at least a bunch of you, for a long time now. And what we're going to show you is a mechanical way to use those hot stock picks that we're putting in there every day to do really, really well in the stock market. In fact, this mechanical approach is up 180% in just the last 16 months. So annualize that number. You can see some pretty big jumps and a pretty steady curve, right? Nice. This is also just from Jerry. Jerry ultimately is in charge of the whole swing trading coaching and everything, and his picks have been doing pretty well here as of late also. And then finally, afternoon of day 2 is really our opportunity to, get Ron in front of you. It looks like one last time on income. He's always got something new and great to show there. And then that last presentation is potentially the most critical, and that is we need to make sure that when you leave these doors on Monday, because we'll end on a Saturday, you know the steps that you need to take based on you and the approach that you select. Some of you might select multiple approaches, but just giving you some guidance on where you want to begin and where you want to start. And so that will be how we end up, is giving you insight on what are my first steps now that I've learned all this stuff. Okay, so at this point, that's really all I can do is just tell you what's coming down the pipe. I can't show you anything because we're going to show it there. So at this point, you just have a choice. You can continue to try to do it alone, or you can do it fast. There's no such thing as can't. There is such thing as don't want. I don't want to. I can't fix want, but if you want, we can show you how to do it. I can't fix want. I wish I could, because so many people need but don't want. But that's one thing that I can't fix. So all we need is for you to want to do it. If you do, you can do it. And this is my words of wisdom from a good old dude way back in the day named Abraham Lincoln, who said this: if I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, the first 4 hours I'd spend would be sharpening the axe. Yes, indeed. What does that mean? Well, being a landowner, I can tell you the importance of a sharp axe, but more importantly, chainsaw these days, right? But that's not what he's talking about. What's he talking about? He's talking about if you want to do something, you better be prepared to do it. You better spend more time preparing to do it than just jumping right in, feet first, without a plan, right? And so that's what this opportunity is all about. Guys, if you want to make the best of 2022, you got to sharpen the axe. You got to get down here and make sure you're ready. So we got a special price. The prices have gone up. Before anybody says that in the chat, remember when it was $95, I told everybody it was going to go up. When it was $195, I told everybody it was going to go up. And now it's $295. And guess what? In 2 more weeks, it'll be $395. And if you wait long enough, it's going to be $495. That's full price. Okay? And people will pay $495 to attend this. I promise. I've seen them. I've been doing this for the last 20 years, okay? I see the numbers. Far too many people pay $495. So I've been making a big deal this year. I thought I made a big deal last year, but I've been making a bigger deal this year because why? You could have paid $95 a month ago, and now 2 weeks ago it was $195. Now it's $295. If you think you want to go, do it now, or at least in the next 10 days, 10, 13 days here. We'll get the timer. Let me put this out into the chat. I'm going to go ahead and put a link out there. Oops. This Tampa stream link. I was going to copy that, but let me just type it. So only the stream. The live stream is the only thing available right now. As I mentioned, the live and in person is sold out. Due to COVID, we just cannot take any more. We got to try to keep everybody spaced out and all that fun stuff. But when you click on that link, it should take you to a page here where you can sign up. Sign them on up. Same price, right? $295. You scroll down here a little bit. You got 12 days, 7 hours, 10 minutes, and 43 seconds. Offer expires probably midnight, I guess, 10:26. If we look down here, eventually you'll come to one that says you can. There was one to go live, which no longer is there, which is good because when you go to the live page, it says we're sold out. Okay. You can click purchase course now right here next to the graphic on the right. You can always give us a call. There's never anything wrong with that. So in any case, you got 2 weeks to get her done. If you think you're going to go, I would do it now. Otherwise, you're going to forget and you're going to pay $495. That's generally the way that goes. All right, so let me go ahead and see if there's any questions. But that's really it. I want to keep it short, sweet, simple, because we're not showing technique here. And just trying to give you a feel as best I can for the event and what's going to be there. What are we going to be talking about? Which is challenging. I can only hit the high points. We're going to be showing a lot of detail, around those high points. Really wish to get the RoboTrader included with our real-time subscription renewal. Just a wish. Yeah, it would be a nice Christmas present, wouldn't it? I have no control over pricing. I wish I did. Actually, I'm glad I don't, to be quite honest, but I have literally no control there. Do you serve cocktails? So if you're at the live portion, we do, but unfortunately, we can't serve it in the comfort of your home. But I'm sure you're asking, you're probably attending live. We do. It is, I didn't make a big deal about that here because most people can't go. In fact, nobody from here can unless you're already signed up. But I guess it doesn't say it here, but after 5 special presentation, 5 o'clock. I think it's right after this, or right before rather, this 5 p.m. presentation. It's not listed here, but I believe we are. Last time that I was informed, we were. So unless something has changed. All right, let's see. Your slide is running behind. Oh, slide's running behind. Let's see here. Close that. All right. All right, hopefully we're back in good stead now. Signed up for the in-person. Can I change if needed to the streaming? You sure can, Peter. And we would appreciate it because then that would free up a spot, for somebody else to go live. I'm sure we will be getting phone calls on that, so that spot would almost certainly get filled. So, definitely let us know. I will watch online. Perfect. Do you, let's see, really wish we did that one. Is Dr. Deleto going to be there? Well, he might make a special type of an appearance, but he's not going to be there in person. Yeah, we'll see if we can get all that logistically worked out. But you might actually at least hear a few inspiring words from our founder if things go well. Yes, yes indeed. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, looks like we've covered all the questions. All right, guys, well, pretty simple. So my YouTubers out there, I can't put the link in YouTube, unfortunately, but you can just go to www.VectorVest's.com. You don't even have to put www in anymore. I'm not sure why I even say that. Just go to VectorVest.com/Tampa Stream. VectorVest.com/Tampa Stream. That'll get you where you need to go. Everybody that's in the room, I put the link out in the chat, so that should remain there. Why not have it in Vegas? There's a few of us here that would love that, actually. But Tampa is our spot, Tampa's our spot. We have a lot of subscribers down there in Florida, and a lot of people have made sort of a ritual at this point of going to Tampa every year. I know people that'll be there that I've seen all 18 years that I've gone myself out of the last 20. I know almost where they're going to be sitting. We always talk about new stuff. We always do a better job every year, and they keep coming. They keep coming. All right. So anyway, that's that, guys. I'll see you guys hopefully either there live. Looks like some of you that are here right now are just trying to see if we talk about anything new, or we'll see you on the internet. One way or the other, we're going to see you. We'll see you then. Gotta go. See you guys later. Have a good weekend. Bye now.